Hey everybody, this is Analog and welcome to another transmission from Jupiter. Today is a little segment I'd like to call Media Monday. You're about to see why. So, the first story, and I'm actually not going to be linking this only because there's like too many articles in it, like spread across the news. The first one is going to be how UT, also known as the University of Texas, took down a Confederate statue. And this really gets to me because on one side, yes, I understand that the time that the Confederacy stood was not a very proud moment in our nation's history. You know, as Americans, for some, that's a badge of honor to say that you have a direct link to the Confederate Army and all that, because they did fight for what they believed in at the time. And yet on the other side, that was like the turning point of like slavery and economics in the United States at the time. And of course, it leads into Abraham Lincoln and, that whole bit's history. But it upsets me more so because it appears that people are trying to erase that part of history. I understand bringing down the flags, but once you start ripping apart or like taking down everything that was part of that. Okay, to go from kind of like really gray news onto like good news, I'm going to be doing my best to go to Alamo City Comic Con 2015. That's going to be the closest convention to me for Comic Con, and more so this year we're going to have a couple of guests at the convention that they mean a lot to me in my childhood. The first guest, of course, returning as always, the godfather, the grandfather, the fairy godfather of all comics, none other than Stan Lee himself, is returning to do Comic-Con again. A lot of the other states are like he always goes, but it's kind of significant because, he's more so, in my opinion, known for going to like San Diego Comic-Con, and now he's doing a lot of the other smaller branches, which is really nice. Another person that's going to be coming, or that's scheduled to come, is Ron Perlman. A lot of people know him from the Sons of Anarchy TV series. I myself have never seen it. I'm probably not going to watch it, to be honest, but he's coming, and I first saw him as Hellboy. Great movies if you haven't seen it. I like his acting for the character and all that. Another person that's going to be coming is Edward James Olmos. The article I saw for the lineup said that he comes out in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I haven't seen that TV series. I kind of do want to give it a go. I'm on the fence about it. But the first time I saw him was he played Mr. Quintanilla in the Selena movie that also starred Jennifer Lopez. Again, I loved his acting. I haven't seen him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Everyone says that he's just gotten better as the years go on. Another guest that has me so psyched I'm a child again is none other than Francois Chau. Francois Chau, if I'm not saying his name right, I am deeply sorry. He came out as the Shredder in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2, Secret of the Ooze. And that one also has my favorite Casey Jones of all time, which is none other than Elias Koteas. But yeah, Francois Chau to be coming, the 80s and the 90s have just come back in full on vengeance. It's beautiful. It's crazy. It's full circle for me. I'm going to be doing that because I want to meet Master Shredder of the Foot Clan. Another thing I want to be talking about for media is the game Until Dawn. For those of you watching it right now, or you're not really too interested in this, I'm not really going to be giving spoilers. I'm just going to be talking about the non-spoilers, I guess really is the best term. And what I mean by that is just, I'm going to go over it real quick. For everyone who's watching the YouTubers play it, or you plan on buying the game later, you don't have to worry. I'm not going to be sending anything out there and you're going to be like, well, shit, she screwed it up for me. No. A lot of actors, well, not a lot, there's a certain set of actors that are in the game. They actually have character models. They did the voice acting, the movements and everything. I really do like that a lot, for the fact that you're getting known faces into a game. It's kind of a good marketing move, and on the other side, it kind of brings a little more realism to the story. Their acting skills, you know what they do, and yet you can still connect to the character that they're portraying. One that I'm really psyched to see in this is, I don't remember his name right now. He comes out in this current TV series, Mr. Robot. I'm not going to say who he plays. I'm just going to say that his acting in it is awesome, as always. And unfortunately, I have no eyeliner to swear to today. But yeah, his acting's been really good. It's been bomb awesome in it. Hayden Panettiere, for those of you who aren't too familiar with her, just, you know, you don't really watch too much TV, she came out in Heroes, Save the Cheerleader, Save the World. And she played the cheerleader from Odessa, Texas. I don't remember her name in the show. But she came out and she did a character model. It was great. I don't remember the other actor's name, but he played Lucifer in the Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves. Great actor. He has a character model in it too. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil. It's wonderful. The whole basis of the game is the butterfly effect, and you basically get to pick and choose what kind of path you want to take, and that does, from what I'm watching like 4 different versions of it from 4 different YouTubers. If you want to know who I'm talking about, I started watching the Rad Brad first. I really like his playing style. I'm also watching Cryotic. His decisions are realistic. They're not too crazy out there. And then there's Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye, if you're familiar with his work, you know what I'm talking about. When it's like, yeah, I party with that dude. The last one I'm watching is Markiplier, and between the 4 of them, you all start at the same point, and it just like molds from there. It's good. They're trying to stick to it. The game was originally supposed to come out last year for the PS3. Something happened. They ended up having to back it up for next gen, or aka current gen on the PS4. It's not on PC. It's not on Xbox One. It's currently just a PS4 exclusive. It's looking really, really good. I haven't seen to the end yet, but I'm pretty sure it all comes around to the same basics. But as for the way the story is going to end, it's just weird so far. I really don't know which way that the 4 of them are going. 2 of them look similar. Markiplier, as always, like, his shit's crazy out there. The Rad Brad's just a fucking phenomenal. Another thing I wanted to talk about was they're incorporating a Native American myth. And the way they're doing it is very well. I've seen it done in like a lot of like B-grade movies, like Sci-Fi Channel stuff. I've seen it done in some other movies, but the way this group put it together, it's coming together really nicely. It's not so supernatural out there that you're not buying it, but at the same time, it's not so like they're trying to explain everything. This is all coming from the experience of the protagonists. There's several of them. It's not just one. It's coming from like all of the heroes, or, you know, people's perspective of what's going on. There's a deep enough backstory that you want to get into it, but it's not so crazy deep that you're just like, this is stupid. I know Labor Day weekend's coming up. A lot of people are just going to be all like, oh, it's just Labor Day weekend. We're all going to get drunk and, you know, we're all going to barbecue and stuff like that. My only concern for Labor Day weekend is going to be, as usual, like everyone else is putting out there, stay safe. No underage drinking. I honestly, myself, do not condone underage drinking, only because of the fact that it has nothing to do medically. It has everything to do psychologically. Like, you're still a kid. You're still messing around with stuff. You're still experimenting. And then, you know, it's just whatever. So, stay safe, stay cosmic, and stay happy. I'll see y'all next. Y infectar el mundo con muchos amor y muchos más de la luz. I'll see y'all next time, people. And stay tuned for your regularly scheduled YouTube.